When they put it out there, they put his picture. They gave you his name. And I remember I read the article, and it said at the end that they were deciding what they were going to do about it.
Oh, at the end, they put where his kids go to school.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Oh, you know what they did.
They decide which size axe they're going to use to cut him from the team.
Oh, hell yeah. They took him out back and they shot his ass.
City of stars, are you shining just for
So about the Oscars. Now, here's the thing about the Oscars, man. Because that's been done. Oscars, that happened as of right now. That was 48 hours ago. In internet time, that's old.
True.
You on an igloo, ready to go out and sail to your death.
In 2 weeks, everything is forgotten.
Yeah, exactly. But every now and then, something will happen where you think it's gone, but somebody will get over a piece of dirt and just keep digging and digging and digging, and they will find some nice nuggets of juicy new information, some new details that are so revealing. And with the Oscars, now one of the things that happened, a lot of people still don't know, is because here's the thing with the Oscars. And I'm glad that this happened because it goes to my advice, and I have to expand on it now. I tell people all the time, my motto, you heard it, stay the fuck off Facebook. And now I'm going to have to up that to stay the fuck off everything. Because social media got another one.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Social media is right behind the Grim Reaper because it's killing everything. It's killed marriages, reputations, political careers, other careers, and yes, it's killed people. So with this right here, it almost brought down the Oscars. People say you don't kill the Oscars, but the person that almost invited the destruction of the Oscars that night, yeah, they got it. I don't think that person's with us no more. Because at the time, everybody's like, yeah, you talking about Warren Beatty? No, Warren Beatty didn't do this. People still blaming Warren Beatty
I know.
today.
I got into an argument with a dude on the phone at work over it. And I was like, dude, it wasn't Warren Beatty's fault. He was like, nah, he should have read it correctly. I'm like, he did. It's what it said. And he tried to. He should have stopped it. He should have said something. He's like,
He didn't even say anything.
Yeah,
it was Faye Dunaway.
exactly.
He didn't read it.
And you know what? I will give it this, because he's getting everything he tried to avoid.
Yeah.
Like, even though he tried to sidestep it, he's still catching hell.
I mean, he could have said, like, there appears to have been a mistake. He was like, no, you take this shit. And they just kind of, like, shimmied
He's
away.
old, man. He can't think that quick.
I see everybody wants to say he's old, but he did stop and look at it and go like,
Oh, he was visibly confused.
Yeah, he really
like,
was.
You shouldn't say this. Like, here, you see what that says, right?
We're about
and then
to-
she
yeah.
just snatched it and went like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's
Faye Dunaway's like, oh, go home.
bye, man. You know what? Here's the thing. He didn't do it. He shouldn't catch hell for it. But it's almost poetic justice because he saw a shitstorm coming and he threw Faye Dunaway right in the middle of it.
He tried to step in front of it first, and nobody was backing him up. He
No,
was like, fuck it.
if you look at this, he looked at it and he's like, you take this shit.
Yeah, man.
And the Academy Award
Fuck. He's like,
I think he's thinking like, okay, what do I do here?
Emma Stone isn't a movie.
he like that. He looks like that dude. Like, this is live, ain't it? Years ago, they tried to. Years ago.
for Best Picture.
He's looking off stage.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, yeah, you take this shit.
La La Land.
And you know what? Here's what I
like,
why I think
nailed it.
Faye Dunaway, I love that she called hell for it too, for a little bit, not as much as him, but the way she was kind of smug about it, because he was like, this is wrong. And he was looking for help. He's like, are you reading this? And she's like, give it here, you old dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she was like, you're blind old something. La La Land, hell. And the thing is, once it was wrong, he's still on stage catching shit. She's gone.
Oh, yeah.
She's actually missing now.
Yeah.
Smoke grenade.
Yeah. That's an Amber Alert out for her right now.
A silver alert.
That's what I told her. But look, I don't blame her. She's like, hey, you know what? I've been through this before. They ain't gonna crucify me in the meeting. She's like, we caught this before. If y'all know, you remember this, they were coming out because they were in Bonnie and Clyde years ago. And she's like, yeah, you ain't gonna shoot my ass again. I'm out. You ain't seen her ass since then.
Last time I was with you, we both died.
Yeah. She hanging out
happened
with,
again.
Yeah. Shit, she hanging out with King Kong on Skull Island. She out. But, here's Here's the thing about it, and you got to understand, like, even afterwards, I got to apologize because after that, I was like, yeah, his cataracts got to him. So I made a lot of old jokes, and I apologize openly. And even that night, I looked at it and I said, wow, he threw her under the bus.
Hey, man, you might want to defend somebody for a while, but if he gets too hot, then you're going to be like, listen, I ain't taking all this shit myself.
The Cosby effect is what they call it.
I didn't know it was going to be this bad.
And he knew that he was going to catch up because he came out and told the people, he's like, God damn it, I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
I once.
Warren, what did you do? Okay, now see that moment right there where Jimmy Kimmel throws him under the bus even more, saying, Warren, what did you do? And that's why I also would be like, look, that shit wasn't me.
Faye Dunaway is gone and literally left him holding the check right now.
After everybody ate.
He's like, man.
At a party she was throwing.
Yeah. He's like, I ain't got this much money in my bank account right now. He's still washing dishes.
I want to tell you what happened. I opened the envelope, and it said, Emma Stone, La La Land. That's why I took such a long look at Faye.
Faye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faye.
Kind of under Emma Stone's dress.
Yo, can't see her here, right?
You're like, nah, she was never there.
I love the way he's talking, like he's looking for Faye Dunaway, and meanwhile the stage is getting more and more populated by black people.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
So he's really standing out.
Yeah.
And we said Bull War II. But he's like, you gotta believe me. She was just here. But man, and the thing about that too is that while he's catching hell for it, they say, man, the biggest flub in Oscar history. Like this has never happened. But this, not this bad. And I want to, again, thank Sammy for a lot of the information that he gave me today because he pointed me out to some of this stuff. This is not the first time something like this has happened. Probably not as bad, but Sammy Davis Jr.
Right.
A few years ago, he did it too.
Well, not
many
years ago.
Yeah, it was many
This
years.
is 2007.
John Addison for Tom Jones.
No, wait. Tom Jones for What's New Pussycat?
They said, they all like, I knew this nigga was going to screw up.
I told you Negroes couldn't read. Like, God damn it.
There's nothing but an audience full of white people like, we knew this nigga was going to come out here and mess this up.
They didn't even clap that much.
I know.
They were like,
Yeah.
that don't sound right.
First of all, the Negro with one eye. How y'all expected him to do this right? Huh?
They gave me the wrong envelope.
Damn, you look like they gonna let you.
NAACP hears about this.
He said, wait till NAACP hears about this, and everybody laughing. He's like,
No, y'all don't understand.
he's like, no, they're gonna kill me.
I ain't never seen him look that scared before.
He ain't everybody laughing. Everybody laughing. He looking at that guy like, get me the hell out of here, man.
I never seen his eyes go that wild before. Like, you look like that kind of fuck. You like, oh.
Yeah. Shit, that one eye was about to pop out his head and go off by itself.
Y'all laughing. This is serious. They gonna kill me.
Because the NAACP, they just kind of like, no order, like, they're like, you had one thing. You blew it. But
You were the one of us that they liked.
I like the way they didn't even know he got it wrong when they stopped clapping. They just like, no. He's black and he's on stage. Something's wrong.
Someone hands him an empty can. Here you go, sir. How dare you?
So it's not the first time. Warren Beatty, he really did. And again, I apologize, but he caught a lot of hell for this that he shouldn't have. Still today, I can't believe somebody's arguing with you, Martin,
I know.
about this.
I was like, this is the dumbest argument.
That's a person that just wants to be right. They know they're not right. They just don't want to look stupid.
Was it Korey that called you?
No.
Okay.
That old motherfucker, he got it wrong. I'm telling you. Cataracts.
But no, did you see the look that Warren gave Buddy after he snatched that card out of his hands? When it was right when La La Land was giving away the award and Warren Beatty was still holding it, and so the guy snatches it out of his hand and shows it like it's Moonlight, and the camera zooms in. Warren Beatty's behind him like, you son of a bitch. Don't you ever? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's old school.
Yeah, so don't think my old ass won't beat the hell out of you.
I know people.
Yeah, keep playing.
Old man strength.
Gran Torino.
He's catching hell the whole time. The real person that messed up just standing on the side. Mm-hmm. Just standing on the side, not saying nothing. But
Fat Damon.
Yep.
this dude right here, Brian Cullinan. This dude messed up because this is another grown ass man that let his inner 13-year-old girl get the best of him. He was on that Twitter all night doing everything but his job.
This is what I'm talking about. This is just like that dude, the tourist who had his phone out the whole time recording everything.
Gary from Chicago?
Yeah, Gary from Chicago, who turned out, I think, has a ex-con.
Oh, yeah, man. We'll
yeah.
talk about, hold on, we'll talk about him.
But, yeah, I mean, he works for Price Waterhouse. He's working the Oscars. He's meeting celebrities. It shouldn't be a big deal, but he's got to be on Twitter or Instagram taking photos, send them to his parents.
All night.
They can watch this on TV. They know what you do. You ain't got to prove shit. Do your goddamn job.
I'm so glad you said what Price Warner's, whatever that is, because I kept seeing that PWC thing all day, and I thought it meant person without color. Oh, because they kept showing him. So I legit, I was like, I don't know what this is.
No, this is the Telegraph. This is the telegraph.co.uk. And what do they call Price
Waterhouse?
Price Water. They've been sitting up here saying the whole time. They're saying, you know what? We have done the Oscars wrong. We pride ourselves in working with the Oscars. It's for about over 80 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they said this is something that's never happened. We are humbly so sorry. We apologize. But you know what they mean when they say we. They mean like, no, Brian Nash, your ass.
Well, that's the thing. When they put it out there, they put his picture. They gave you his name. And I remember I read the article, and it said at the end that they were deciding what they were going to do about it.
Oh, at the end, they put where his kids go to school.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Oh, you know what they did.
They decide which size axe they're going to use to cut him from the team.
Oh, hell yeah. They took him out back and they shot his ass. Mm-hmm. You know what they did? They said, no, it's all right. It's okay. Tell you what, get in the car.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah, they say, hey, you know what? Why don't you send a tweet about it? While he was looking down his phone, they put an ice pick in the back of his head.
Wire.
Yes, Godfather.
Drove his ass out to the Pine Barrens.
Kicking out the window.
Yeah.
Please, look into your heart.
Yeah, tweet that, bitch. This dude sitting up here. The thing with that dude at the Oscars, Gary Cole from Chicago, man, he's a tourist.
Sure.
That's okay. But this dude right here, he works for he's there.
Exactly.
He was at work.
Yeah, exactly.
Be professional. You should be the last person to be starstruck.
Exactly.
About any of this. So it was this guy. It was him
You
that
got
did
fired
this.
in your monkey suit.
Yeah, this guy all night tweeting. And the reason why it happened because what went down was I didn't know this because I'm like, how did they get the envelope for Best Actress? Because what happened was the reason why Warren Beatty read La La Land is because he was handed the envelope for Best Actress, Emma Stone. Mm-hmm. Turns out they have duplicates.
They have one on each side.
Yeah,
and Emma Stone, she was kicking up shit that wasn't even necessary. Because they had a press conference with her afterwards, and she was like, "I'm so happy for Moonlight. Those guys are awesome. And I'm not trying to start anything, but I had my envelope. I don't know about what Warren Beatty's talking about. It's like, man, come on.
Look at we were watching. I was like, yeah, they give them the envelope.
Yeah, look at she like, I didn't fuck up.
Yeah,
I gotta go, man.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I said my speech right. It's she said I didn't get up there and thank Moonlight, but with her, that's what it was. It was a duplicate envelope. So with Brian, this dude Brian Cullen, whatever his name is, what happened was he was tweeting at the time, them little Twitter fingers going, and somebody said, "Hey Brian, we need that envelope right now." Huh? Oh yeah, look here. Went right back to it. Didn't notice what he was giving them, and they said, "Yeah." They the whole time they've been saying, "We're sorry. This will never happen again," which means, in a very subtle way, Brian, that's your ass.
That's your ass, yeah.
You'll never see Brian again.
We're deciding what we're going to do about this. Which is, we know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out exactly how.
We know, and y'all know.
Shoot him up like Bonnie and Clyde.
They're gonna let Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway do it.
If they tried, they probably missed, though.
That's him right there.
No, they accidentally shoot Matt Damon.
Everybody's getting to Twitter that saying, "Ow, I'm getting shot." So cool.
Hashtag Oscars.
I saw.
He's not tweeting. I lost a lot of money betting on the Atlanta Falcons, but tonight is gonna be my night.
I saw that you shared this story, and for a second, it was this picture was his, and for a second, I really thought that was Matt Damon. I was like, man, that's hilarious. Oh wait, that's not him.
Jimmy Kimmel setting him up again.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, your boy Brian, they took his ass out to the woods. Put a bullet in the back of his head. Y'all ain't gonna see Brian no more.
That's an epic fuck up.
Yeah. Like I said, Oscars still not done, man. People talking about the Oscars. You got that little bit that came out, because I think that came out late last night or today. Mm-hmm. Now, there's another thing that came out. And here's the thing about it. I look back at the Oscars, and sometimes I see something I didn't like. And we're talking about the most embarrassing moment for us when we were watching the Oscars is when they pulled over the tour bus and brought all the tourists into the Oscars and, let them, had a surprise appearance for everybody, for them and the attendees at the award show. Everybody was surprised to have this event go on. And I got to tell you, man, I didn't like it at first, but I remember now that, you know what, this was just something where I was tired and I just wanted them to end the night. You know, when he brought these people in, I thought, okay, you know something? In retrospect, it was actually kind of fun. It worked out to their advantage because at the end of it all, this ended up being, in addition to the big fuck up they had, it ended up being one of the highlights of the Oscar show.
Well, compared to Ellen DeGeneres ordering pizza and taking selfies, sure, this is high comedy.
You know, and I looked at it and I'm like, you know something? While we were sitting up here talking about this, we did get some good laughs out of this because I'm thinking about the commentary that we did. And I'm thinking about how we were talking about that one dude over there, because that was, like I said, man, this was days later. They are still talking about this. It was, you have some people who just come in and actually steal the spotlight away from the real celebrities there. And one of the guys that is the breakout stars of the Oscar night is Gary Allan Coe.
What's your, Gary's your name?
My name is Gary Allan Coe from Chicago.
Where are you from? Oh,
yes,
you're
sir.
from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know we're on TV, so you don't need to do that.
I know, but I want to.
But I want to.
I want to, and you ain't gonna stop me. Gary Allan coming in there with his country ass, just feeling. Even though he's from Chicago, Gary Allan Coe from Chi-Town, coming and acting country as hell.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Did he not? Even look country.
Every state has a country part to it.
Yeah. And he's in there looking like Uncle T-Bone is what we said.
He looks like he'd come up and ask you for a cigarette. Him up here. I'm looking at you got some cools on you. Just one.
Just one. Coming in here, hanging out with these celebrities with his Walmart looking ass.
I mean, granted, he wouldn't be wearing a tux because he's on a tour, but that cell phone shit that rankles me.
But again, it worked to his advantage. He did it. He came in and stole the show, and everybody's still remembering Gary Allan Coe. And here's the funny thing about it. We were talking about Gary. And we were saying, I think one of us that night, if I remember, maybe I said it to myself, or maybe one of you guys said it, but somebody said, looking like that uncle that just got out of jail. And lo and behold, 3 days earlier, he just got out of jail. He just for doing a 20-year sentence.
Oh, wow. I didn't read into it.
I just saw he got out of jail.
Yeah.
No, he got out of jail for a 20-year stint, man. He and because of that, it was really because of that thing where he just got out of jail and kind of won the lottery by, 3 days later going to the Oscars. He stepped out of jail and went straight to the Oscars. He was making the news everywhere. People were actually happy for the guy.
Exclusive, the new twist that just made the Oscar ceremony even more bizarre. Gary from Chicago has been...
You know what's funny about this, man? That dude right there, I'm looking at him, that anchor, he looks like a young Kent Brockman. Or maybe he's
the same age. Yeah. He just has a dye in his hair.
Hello, this is Kent Brockman, Negro at the Oscar Awards. Jailbird at the Oscar Awards.
Husband and wife.
Oh my God, I could die and go to heaven now.
I asked the South coordinator, why the Chicago shout out?
I'm a Chicago boy.
Yeah.
That's the Windy City. That's my town.
that Gary would end up the
Like I said, country as hell. I'm from Chicago. Man, I hear you. That's my town.
But man, he ain't used a
He's
cell
in
phone.
For 20
He's been in
years.
jail for 20 years, man.
You can't blame him. That's like new technology for him.
Yeah.
Shit, he might as well be on Star Trek right now. Wow. Phones can do this.
Look, I got a pink one. It's done.
Stole that shit from a little girl.
The little girl that ended up putting him in jail.
Yeah, he going back to jail.
story.
Granddad to your children. You know what my son told me today, man? And I almost come to you. He said he's proud of me. So to hear your children say that they're proud of you.
Proud of you for accidentally crashing the Oscars. but basically not doing a goddamn thing. But you know, good for the man right there. And y'all are saying 20 years.
What did he do?
Yeah, what did he do?
Stole perfume.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody said, damn, that's a lot of Old Spice right there.
I was just trying to make my family smell good.
I read that he was on a sex offenders list.
Well, that too, but you know, the thing you went in there.
Wait.
No,
Don't go past that like it's
I know, I'll get to it.
But he smells great.
Yeah. He's one of the nicest smelling sex offenders out
okay.
there.
That's how they got him.
Yeah, that's how what is that wonderful aroma?
Sorry, CK for men.
Really sweet smelling creep around here.
Rape by Fabergé.
Yeah. Stick him up, punk. I'm a sweet smelling criminal.
White diamond.
Yeah. You know, but they got it. That's a funny thing. He's a sex offender, but they got him for perfume. It was during the 3 strikes thing that went on.
Oh, okay.
They
So
say
multiple
here-
felonies.
They say, yeah, he went in 1994 for grand theft exceeding $400 and was paroled in October 1996. He was hit with the 3 strikes, 25 to life sentence in early 1997 when he was convicted of petty theft on New Year's Eve 1996. And that's according to the Los Angeles Times. And
Does he wait for holidays to do this? Like Halloween for the car theft, New Year's Eve for
It's
the
like that Batman for the calendar man.
He's calendar man.
hey, got to get the money to buy gifts somewhere.
True. Well, not if you take them.
Hey, baby, a new car.
You don't never get me nothing. Oh, we'll see about that.
Grand Theft Auto. like the Oprah of stealing cars. You get a car that I didn't buy. But yeah, they went in for that. But you know, people are downplaying the other part because you know he went in for people. Everybody talking about he was stealing perfume. But everybody looking over the little fact that they say he was also charged with attempted rape by force or fear and remains on California's sex offender registry.
And he was just shaking hands with Denzel.
That's why Denzel said, I knew it. He said, when Denzel was shaking his hand, because Denzel even looked like, man, this country motherfucker
Y'all can
right
praise
here.
this nigga, but I can tell he ain't shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Denzel knew. Denzel, don't call me up here at this country motherfucker.
Would you be the best man at their
He's like,
wedding?
oh, hell no, man.
I can just tell by the way this guy smells. No.
Not if I don't win.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss the bride.
I think he said, kiss my ass.
You're like, fuck you, Jimmy. He put the microphone on. He's like, nah, it'd be different if I had won something tonight, but bring me up here. He's like, that's why I work hard so I can lead people like this.
Yeah. Oh, and then he lost to Casey Affleck right after this dude had that pissed face.
His face. Ooh, he was mad.
But you know, on the bright side, Gary and Casey had something in common that night. So
True. Oh, damn.
He's like, Casey like, hey, he's a good guy. I like him. Leave him alone. Just misunderstood.
This is Ken Bone all over again.
It is.
man.
It is.
Yeah, Ken Bone. That's what I was trying to think.
You know what it is? Kim Bone and his Chewbacca mom. All over
yeah.
again. Yeah, you know.
Chewbacca mom wasn't committing crimes, going on like Reddit, talking about he like pregnant women in bathtubs and shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't do that to her.
Ken Bone and Gary are creeps, man.
Oh, and let me just say, before anybody says anything, Casey Affleck, I know it's a cheap joke. It's allegations. I know that. So I don't mean to like sit up here and insinuate that he actually did it.
His speech did not help.
But his speech, he did not want that award, man.
Has Casey Affleck come out and say, I didn't do it?
No, he settled the case out of court, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, this is him. This is funny because this is usually the face of somebody who, after they won, this is him before he won, thinking like, yeah, Denzel got it. You know, with Gary, man, I don't want y'all to think I'm judging. We're just making jokes here. I'm not judging. You know, the guy, he did his times, and who knows what the details of his case were. You know, we don't know. I mean, sometimes people get, and look, I'm not defending him. not arguing against them. Sometimes you don't know why people on a sexual or sex offenders registry. You don't know. I mean, with this guy, I know he did his time, and I know that the courts and the law says that, you know, they feel fit for him to be out in the world. And there was also something cool out there that was put out by his caseworker at the time. She put this out there and said, you know, I spent the afternoon laughing and crying with Gary. And, you know, it's, they're saying here that they're happy for his final release, and they think that he's going to do well. So
does he own shirts and pants? Because all he's wearing is pullovers and basketball shorts.
Man, he's from Chicago. Ain't that all they wear there?
He just got out the joint.
Yeah. He's still wearing the clothes they gave him.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
He haven't had a chance to steal no more clothes.
When I go steal that perfume from Macy's, I need to grab a couple shirts.
Stole this white woman, too. You know, I don't know, Gary. I hope the guy would do well. You know,
I hope so too. He's gonna be back in jail.
You know, that's a guy that's gonna have to stink for the rest of his life. He's gonna have to smell like shit. Because if he's
anytime he smells good,
anytime he's smelling good,
what you stole?
Gary, you back at it again?
Yeah.
Anytime he smells nice, everybody gonna be like, okay, where's the fucking perfume, man?
I just took a bath. No, you ain't gonna get me this time, Gary.
Really, you took a bath. Where'd you steal the water? Gary, we hope you.
Good luck to you, Gary.
Good luck. Stop stealing shit.
Please. Y'all leave him alone. Would you let him come to your house? Hell no.
No. Why's all
fragrances?
Why's all my soap missing?
My aftershave, goddamn.
It's just skin bracer.
Please, I don't want to read about Gary in jail next week, man. I really
Man,
don't.
you know there's going to be somebody who's going to make it their mission to keep up with him and report the minute he does something wrong.
I got a feeling he might pull a Cam Bone though. Yeah. Like he's gonna be so out there so much that somebody's finally gonna find something.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're gonna dig into his porn and find out he's been looking at, I don't know, people fucking soap or something.
Yeah, that whole thing. Everybody's gonna be famous for 15 minutes, but they're gonna be infamous right after that.
For a lifetime. So anyway, Gary and Cole, not to be confused with Gary Cole. Who just looks like a sex offender, but is not one. Gamefly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. Gamefly has given me an excuse to do that. And you could even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month. Just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.